Film rot in catfish. Film rot is one of the challenge that is normally encountered in fish farming, and this very film rot can easily be prevented if some certain factors are met. But in this teaching, we are going to look at the causes, the factors that result in this film rot, the possible treatment in order for us to succeed. As we have earlier stated, is one of the commonest disease in catfish farming. So what you will notice is that around the fin, you will notice entanglement that look like cotton wood around the fin, change in color, that's whitish coloration. It will also be deteriorated, and eventually it will lose the fin if it is not treated on time or not taken care of on time. Cause of the fin rot. The fin rot is caused by bacterial infection. This bacteria cannot attack the fish if the fish is not stressed and the immune system is not being compromised. But once the immune system is being compromised, the fish become vulnerable to the bacterial infection. So these are some of the things you must actually take into consideration when we start looking at the factors that causes or that makes the fish to be vulnerable to these bacterial infections. If you have not liked, comment, subscribe or follow, please do, and also share. As we have earlier stated that we are going to look at the factors that causes this film rot, and these are the management level we are talking about, the poor management level. In this management level, the first on the list is poor water management. When the water is not having the right parameters, it will cause this very fin rot. Part of these parameters that are looked at in water quality are the pH, the temperature, and dissolved substances in the water. When these parameters are not fully met, it will cause what? This very fin rot in fish. Another one is poor nutrition. When you feed the fish with just whatever you want, it can also affect their immune system. They can also come down with this disease that will result in what? In this very fin rot. Next is overstocking. When a pond that ought to take 2,000, you are overstocking it to 3 or 4,000. This overcrowding can make the fish to begin to drag for space, and by the time they try to move around, it will also result to injury or in their fin, and that can also result to fin rot. And lastly is cannibalism. Catfish have every tendency of cannibalism in them, which will also result to fin rot. Finally, we'll look at the treatment. When you are looking at the treatment, the first thing you must check out for is the water parameter. When you want to do this, go and get a testing kit, that's water testing kit. In this very testing kit, it has different parameters that is labeled on it. There you'll be able to check the pH and other parameter of the water to know if your water is of a good quality. Also take note of the temperature of the water. Next is change the water. Change the water, because one of the things that causes fin rot is poor water management. So change the water to about 25% and refill again, and do this twice in a week and see if the condition will change. The next in this is that you have to treat the fish, that is the catfish, with salt bath. That we call it salt treatment. Salt treatment. That is the first line of action, and observe if there will be change. But if the condition is worse, very serious, you treat with antibiotics. Go to veterinaries. You can easily get good antibiotics for treating of this very fin rot. But I am not trying to promote any brand here. But if you can get like fish biotics or fish cure, those are some of the good antibiotics you can easily use to treat this very what? Film rot. You can mix it directly and pour it into the water, or you mix it with the feed and give it to them. So by so doing, you will be able to prevent or stop this film rot. So if you take all this consideration and you follow this very video carefully, you'll be able to prevent or totally stop this fin rot in your pond.